Like some old first verse shit.
Fat Boy, Damn I'm Wild.
Shout out to Damn I'm Wild.
Fat Boy, what's going on?
Shout out to Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Fat Boy, Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild.
Check out Damn I'm Wild.
Man, Fat Boy, cook up.
Man, Fat Boy say, I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same.
He said something about bow tie. I let the deuce fly. Rebuttal that. See if Jesus can help you get your life back. Stop it. He said necktie, slacks, shoes. I'ma get in my bag. I'ma show him how I really dress. When I get in my bag, we gonna see who dressed best. Stop. Y'all ready? He said something about my fashion. Well, I don't slack when the tie tight. I cut his neck for the sweet bow tie fashion. Stop it. He tried to say Smack didn't want to book me. This is where I cook 'em at. I reach for the strap and that's how the belt buckle gets you strapped to that. Stop it. Prep, you in these freestyles, my nigga? I can't. We gonna talk about it. Let's get to the shit.
I am not feeling your energy. Boy, don't you ever sit next to me. All of your homies be struggling. Mom making moves like telepathy. I know the Father is blessing me. You pray on my downfall especially. You're better off picking right you than thinking you are close to kin to me, dog. I really had an epiphany. They don't like to see me take the win. Talking down, it ain't making sense. God with me, boy, I ain't convinced. Most of these haters then came and went, trying to stop me with the same defense. Uncle Drew for the 3. You don't know who you playing with. They was trying to throw shade, trying to stop the light, so I had to change the tint. Knew that I was gonna make it back when I was young and mama couldn't pay the rent. Before I started getting paid events, now I literally get paid to vent. If God really stand for me, then who should I be afraid against?
I put in the work, I built this up from off the ground. And I deserve the spot I'm standing in right now.
You can call me Fat Boy, man. AKA, I'm not in the NBA, but I am the 2 guard. AKA, I might not be the man, but I'm right next to God. Shout out to you, and you. Don't adjust your volume. Yes, the accent is fucked up. I'm from Baltimore. You should already know. Let's just start the show. What up, y'all? It's your man, Fat Boy, checking the fucking. You definitely know what time it is. Shout out to all the wild goons, all the lady wild goons. It's been a minute. Last blog, I addressed some shit. Talking to some outsiders. I'm off that shit. That nigga's a waste of time. Yo, let's talk Loso versus Prep for a second. Now, I know niggas like, I'm not even expecting a lot of people to tune into this. Shout out to the faithful that's just checking in because they like what I do and they rock with me. And I appreciate you niggas for stopping by. But I realize Loso and Prep is not, it's not going to draw in the masses. But I got reasons for addressing this battle. Wink, wink. I got reasons for addressing this battle. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what's going to happen in the culture. Things is moving. Wink, wink. All right, so this where I'm at with it. I remember when Prep first started his career, bro. We going to get to the battle. Just give me a second. I remember when Prep started his career, bro. And I hit the nigga up on Facebook and I said, yo, you know, I'm from Baltimore. You know what I mean? I'm from up top. You from down the hill. Down the hill is in the down Broadway. If you're not familiar with Baltimore, it goes down a hill pretty much, right? I'm from up top, Kirk Avenue, Harford Road, the Alameda. If you're familiar with Baltimore, you know what area I'm from, right? So I told this nigga, I said, bro, you know what I mean? You got support. You know what I mean? I'm happy to have you repping the city. You dope lyrically, you know what I'm saying? You fuck with what you doing. Wish you much success, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was hoping that his career would bloom and we would have another representative from the city, you know, Tay Rock, representing not necessarily Baltimore, but I'm sure he got Baltimore connections, you know what I'm saying, to some degree. So it is what it is. So I like to rep the hometown. I'm just that type of nigga. You always see me in a Ravens hat. You might catch me in a Baltimore shirt or Ravens shirt. I'm usually decked out in my home team shit, my hometown shit. You feel me? So I asked a question to my peers earlier about Prep and Saga. If you remember, Prep and Saga had a dope battle. They both could freestyle, rebuttal. They both started out fire from that point. Obviously, UFF happened, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about from their battle, right? You expected great things. Prep at the time, he got a shot at John and got a shot at Chilla, and it was like, I think it was because lyrically, he was capable of putting a lot of dope content together. And at the time, I was like, okay, a pen versus a pen. Let's see what he do with Chilla. And Chilla sent that nigga to somewhere he still ain't came back from. Right? This battle right here versus Loso showed me a lot. Let's talk about prior to the battle. I told y'all in my previous blog that I just felt Loso was going to get this win. And I really just felt like Loso is a more polished battle rapper. But that's not the only reason after watching this battle that I felt like he was able to get this win. I'm going to get to that in a second. So if you're watching this whole battle set up, right, how this is getting ready to play out, you got Prep, who is trying to rebrand himself. He's moving into this dirty Prep phase where it's more about guns and violence, and he's a lot more aggressive. And one of the aspects of his battle game right now is he like to go into this whole freestyle bag that I'm not fond of. And I'm going to say it again. The reason I don't like his rebuttal game is because the rebuttals don't make a lot of sense a lot of the time. And it's like he's fishing for moments and reactions as opposed to writing dope content and sticking to it and putting all your energy into that so you don't have to turn to that unless somebody hits you with some crazy shit. Right? He has a dope pen. Lyrically, he's more than capable of giving you dope content. So why you wouldn't rely on that, I don't know. But Loso showed me some stuff, right? Loso on his side of the fence is not rebranding. He's choosing to stick to his guns and continue to do what has been working for him. Now, it's been rough versus Treads. It's been rough versus Breads. He got sent to infinity and beyond. But you're in a position now to battle somebody who most people don't get excited over, which is Prep. You can't afford to take this L. You need to reestablish yourself as somebody that we believed in at one point to be an up-and-coming name that was going to really wreck shit and cause problems for niggas, right? And I'm not, again, I've said this before, I'm not really fond of the Christian rappers or whatever, but I gotta say, man, Loso really showed me something different in this battle. Saga is coming up. Again, he's rebranding himself. He's coming up the ranks, doing very well, and I'm gonna get to him in reference to this whole situation here. But Loso, again, he couldn't afford to take an L in this battle. You at home on top of that. So this should work out in your favor. You need this to play out well. Prep, at the same time, on the other side of the fence, he has had battles out of state. He's been battling on Gates of the Garden. You had a dope battle with Chef Trez to a lot of people. You had a dope battle with Don Marino. This is your opportunity on URL to beat a name that people think is pretty dope. So both of these niggas is in a position to make the leap into that next phase where you battling niggas again on that same level that you in, that space where you in that really need wins for you to build some momentum and steamroll your way into building your name up and moving up to the next level, right? Here's where the separation took place for me. Prep decided that he was just going to be gimmicky, in my opinion. you want to give him John 3:16. I want to give John 3:57. That's very weak. It's very lazy. It was no whole lot of thought process to that. You looking for cheap reaction. You writing for average reaction at that point. When you go into the whole, my grandma was going to church and this were all the bucks that she gave to the church, and like, fam, we've heard these type of approaches to Christian battle rappers before, and it's like you're not putting in the time and the effort to attack your opponent and really break your opponent down, right? And I feel like a lot of that is what has hurt Prep over time and turned into those rebuttals, trying to get reaction and create moments from the crowd instead of sticking to the writtens, like I said before, and making it work. And it backfired, and it's going to continue to backfire. And like I said, this battle versus Loso is what showed me the separation and the difference. If you look at it from this perspective, it kind of makes a whole lot of sense. It's like, okay, both of these niggas are not somebody who you would look at and go, oh, this nigga from the street. You feel me? This nigga from really outside. And so when they do gun bars and shit like that, it's not something that you take seriously, but if it's clever, if it's witty, it's going to hit. It's going to make a whole lot of sense. It don't seem to be that effective for Prep. But at the same time, why is it working for Saga? Why is it working for Loso? It's because they take the time and they take the effort to sit down and really pen out some shit that's really fire. It's not for cheap reaction. You know what I'm saying? Loso, on the other hand, this is what he did. I like this a lot about Loso. He exhausts all his options in regards to every connection he can make between him being Christian and your name being Brandon. Every option he have to play on bow tie or bow, any connection he can make to that reference, he finds a way to make it work and put it in the battle. He is really observing all the possibilities or all the approaches he can use on you. And then he puts it into the battle. But he relies on his material and he sticks to the material and he really makes it work. Now, one of my knocks on Loso was the fact that I felt like a lot of what he was doing for a while was kind of predictable. And I felt like in this battle, it's still a little bit of the same. But at the same time, because he's so talented and he really involves the crowd, he was willing to take shots at himself for his loss versus Briz. He just knows how to maneuver. And when you're a showman, you can do stuff like that. When you know how to reach the crowd, you can pull off stuff like that and make it hit. So if you're watching the battle and you're paying attention, Prep in the second round says something about Loso not putting on for his city and putting niggas on or whatever. And I don't know if it seemed like to me, and I could be wrong, I think I'm going to message this nigga on Twitter and find out for myself. I want to know if Loso took his third and put it in the second round or if he freestyled that, because it was perfect timing to talk about how you put on for your city and what you've been doing with the hurricane shelters and shit like that and opening the doors for the less fortunate and all that good stuff. And I feel like that's the quality of a good battle rapper. That shows the quality of a good battle rapper, should I say. Somebody who knows the time to address certain shit and put certain bars in certain places. And Prep doesn't do a good job of that. And this is an example. He will do shit like, let's just say, for example, Loso say something about his bow tie, right? Prep will do some shit like, he said something about my bow tie. Who is this guy? Shoddy dumping. I let it pump to and knock him out his body as Jesus Christ was in the lot. Like, the punchline don't have shit to do with bow tie. That's not a rebuttal to what he said. And it don't have shit to do with, it's like, I get it that he fishing to create a moment, but don't rebuttal some shit unless you really gonna rebuttal it. Because for me, it just feels cheap, and it's just like, I'm just gonna say what somebody wearing right now in the crowd and make reference to it and try to get a cheap steal off of it. And then at the end of the day, it was like, it was cool, but it didn't hit hard and it didn't impact everything. Like, we seen it work versus Lotta Zay. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him do battles where it actually did work, but you can't rely on that shit, Prep. So it's like, I'm back to where I was at. I'm back to asking the question, why did the growth spurt hit for Saga and his rebrand? Because lyrically, they both are really dope. And at the end of the day, they both not necessarily street. I feel like the Christian angle shouldn't work talking gun bars and shit for the Saga and talking violence and shit, but he's able to make it work. And for Prep, a lot of it, I feel like his delivery, is his vocals. It's hard to listen to his tone of voice and just receive the content and just not think nothing of it. It's like, it's real cringy to hear a lot of the shit that Prep say. I hate to downplay the man and down talk what he's doing on stage, but it's just a lot of things that he need to fix. Your voice, I don't know that that's something you're going to change or you can do anything about. I like the fact that he's trying to be more aggressive in his battles, but at the end of the day, it's just not working, bro. I don't know what Prep need to change overall to make more of an impact and have things go better. And maybe just on this night, Loso showed the difference in what it looks like when you more prepared and you brought more to the table to use during this battle. So I got Loso winning this battle 3-zip. I felt like in the first round you could make an argument for Prep to maybe get that first round, but I just wasn't feeling it, bro. The way he opened up the round wasn't crazy, and I just felt like the whole New Nels line, I thought that was his first dope hit, and everything prior to that was cool, but it wasn't, again, it's just gimmicky stuff, bro. Exodus, like, bro, you think it was crazy to come up with an Exodus line? Like, we ain't heard niggas reference Exodus in a battle or try to play on Bible verses and stuff. Like, bro, attack your opponent, man. Attack your opponent. You wasting time on bullshit when you could really be writing some fire shit, and just don't feel like you gave enough of a fuck about the battle to really get yourself involved in it the way you needed to be. So again, I got Loso winning this battle. Prep, step your shit up, man. Step your shit up. I wanted to say this real quick about the Saga. I like what Saga is doing, bruh. I like what he's doing. This come up, this rebrand is really working. And the funny thing about Saga is, and I felt this for a while, he might have one of the top pens in battle rap right now that just people ain't really talking about. I feel like we're talking about more his success, and he's been having a lot of recent success. I feel like we're talking more about that than the fact that pen-wise, he's penning some of the best shit that we hearing right now. So I want to make sure to give him his credit. That's all I really got, man. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your man, Fat Boy. Just chopping it up tonight, yo. I'm going to leave y'all the same way I always do. I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same. Hey, yo, Posey! It's been a minute, Lo. Take us home, though.
Please don't unplug the game.